It all began on a quiet evening when laughter echoed through the walls of a house that hid too many secrets. Lizzie sat by the window, her trembling fingers brushing the edge of her cane, watching the golden light of sunset fade into a long, cold night. She had always been clumsy, not because of her disability, but because life had been unkind. And in that house, kindness was a stranger. Her brother Mike was away again. He'd worked far from home, often for weeks at a time, leaving Lizzie in the care of his wife, Melissa. To the world, Melissa was charming, sweet smile, soft voice, the perfect wife. But behind closed doors, her words cut deeper than knives. That night, Lizzie tripped over a loose rug in the hallway. The laughter came instantly. "You're so clumsy," Melissa sneered, sipping her wine, eyes glinting with cruel amusement. Poor Lizzie. "Try not to break the floor this time." Lizzie's heart sank. She tried to rise, clutching her cane, but Melissa was already standing over her, pretending to help, her tone dripping with mock sympathy. "Oh, let me help you," she said sweetly, only to whisper, "Why are you even here?" "You're nothing but a burden. When Mike gets back, I'll tell him everything. Your little tantrums, your lies, how you make my life miserable." Lizzie froze. "You wouldn't." "Ooh, I would," Melissa hissed, leaning closer. "And when I tell him how you've been spreading rumors about me and how you've been a jealous little cripple your whole life, who do you think he'll believe? His perfect wife or his useless sister?" Her laughter filled the room again, and that's when he entered, Daniel, Mike's best friend, the man Melissa wasn't supposed to love. Lizzie had seen enough to know their secret. The stolen glances, the whispered phone calls when Mike was away, the way they disappeared into the guest room at night. But she had stayed silent, thinking maybe, just maybe, it wasn't her place to destroy her brother's happiness. But tonight was different. Melissa turned to Daniel with a smirk. "You know," she said, "maybe it's time we stopped hiding. Mike will be gone another week. Why don't we celebrate?" Daniel hesitated. "What about him? What if he finds out?" "Oh, please," she purred. "He won't. And even if he does, I'll handle it. Now, let's have a romantic dinner. Lizzie, be useful for once. Make us something special." Lizzie's fingers tightened around her cane. The humiliation burned, but she said nothing. Not yet. Hours later, the kitchen was filled with the smell of spices and slow-cooked stew. Melissa and Daniel sat in the dining room, giggling over another bottle of wine. Lizzie brought the food silently, her eyes cold, unreadable. Finally, Melissa muttered, "Maybe you're good for something after all." They began to eat, laughing between bites. But soon Daniel frowned. "Why is it so spicy?" Melissa coughed. "Lizzie, what did you put in this?" Lizzie smiled faintly. "It's just a little honey." "You always liked it sweet, didn't you?" Daniel froze. His fork clattered to the table. His eyes widened, panic spreading. "Melissa," he gasped, clutching his throat, "you know I'm allergic." Melissa's glass shattered. "What?" He staggered to his feet, choking, his face turning red. Lizzie stood motionless as Melissa screamed for water, grabbing the pitcher and pouring it into Daniel's mouth. But he spit it out in horror. "It's sour." What did you do?" Lizzie's expression never changed. "I warned you," she said softly. "Some poisons taste sweet at first." Just then, the sound of a car door slammed outside. Heavy footsteps approached. Mike was home. Melissa's face went pale. Daniel stumbled toward the door, gasping for air, when Mike burst in, confused, furious, terrified. "What the hell is going on here?" he shouted. Melissa ran to him, crying, "Mike, she's gone insane. She tried to poison us." But Lizzie didn't flinch. "I didn't poison anyone," she said calmly. "I just taught them a lesson." Mike's eyes darted from Lizzie to Daniel, his best friend, sweating pale, unable to speak. "Is that true?" Daniel stammered. "Mike, "Oh, it's exactly what it looks like," Lizzie interrupted. "You betrayed him, both of you. While he was away working, you were busy playing house." Mike froze, disbelief twisting into rage. He turned to Melissa. "Tell me she's lying." Melissa's silence was enough. He exhaled sharply, stepping back, his voice trembling with anger. "You disgust me. Both of you. You brought this into my home, into my sister's life." Daniel tried to reach out, but Mike pushed him away. "Get out." "Before I forget," You were once my friend. Melissa screamed after him, tears streaking her face. It's not my fault. She tricked me, but Mike didn't listen. He turned to Lizzie, his expression softening for the first time. You're safe now, he said quietly. I'm sorry for not seeing it sooner. Lizzie smiled faintly. It's okay, brother. Some truths take time to see. Weeks passed. The house grew quiet again. Melissa was gone. Daniel disappeared. And Lizzie began to heal slowly, painfully, but with a strange sense of peace. Until one day, fate struck again. Mike had moved on, rebuilt his life, and even started a new business with his colleague Tom. But unknown to him, Daniel had resurfaced this time, with a different target. A jewelry store downtown had been robbed, a rare diamond necklace had vanished, and whispers said a charming man with a silver tongue had sold it to a private buyer. Tom's wife, Allison, was that buyer. She flaunted the glittering necklace at a charity gala, but when a jeweler examined it under the lights, his face darkened. Hey, this is fake, he said. Cubic zirconia, not diamond. The room went silent.